Have you ever wondered what the next big power play in the global economy might be? We're always hearing about gold, the dollar, and now cryptocurrencies. But what if I told you there's another player quietly entering the arena, one with a history as rich as gold itself? That player is silver, and China might be positioning it as its next strategic weapon. Let's step back for a moment. For centuries, silver wasn't just gold's less glamorous cousin. It was a cornerstone of global trade. From the ancient Roman denarius to the Spanish pieces of 8 that fueled world commerce, silver was real money. In fact, the word for money in many languages, like argent in French, is the same as the word for silver. But with the rise of the gold standard and then fiat currencies like the US dollar, silver was pushed into the background, mostly seen as an industrial metal. So why are we talking about it now? Well, something fascinating is happening. While everyone's eyes are on gold, China has been making some incredibly strategic and very quiet moves in the silver market. It's not just about stacking up bars in a vault. It's a multi-layered strategy that could have huge implications for the global financial system. First, let's talk about production and consumption. China is a powerhouse in the silver world. It's one of the top producers, yes, but more importantly, it's the world's largest consumer of silver. Where is all this silver going? A massive chunk is being funneled into its booming high-tech and green energy sectors. Think about it. Solar panels, electric vehicles, 5G networks, smartphones, all of these technologies, which are central to China's future economic plans, are heavily reliant on silver. It's the most conductive metal on the planet, making it irreplaceable for many of these applications. By securing a massive supply of physical silver, China isn't just feeding its industrial machine. It's creating a strategic reserve of a critical commodity. If there were ever a global shortage or a supply chain disruption, who would be in the driver's seat? The country with the biggest stockpile. This gives them immense leverage. They can ensure their own industries keep running while others might struggle. But the story gets even more interesting when we look at the financial side. China has been actively encouraging its citizens to invest in silver. The Shanghai Gold Exchange, which also trades silver, has seen explosive growth in volume. They've made it easier than ever for ordinary people to buy and hold physical silver, creating a massive decentralized national reserve held by the people themselves. This is a brilliant move. It's not just the government hoarding a resource, it's embedding it into the very fabric of the nation's wealth. Now, let's connect the dots to the bigger picture: de-dollarization. It's no secret that China, along with other BRICS nations, is actively looking for alternatives to the US dollar for international trade. They see the dollar's dominance as a risk, especially with the US using financial sanctions as a political tool. They've been promoting the yuan, and they've been accumulating gold at a record pace. But what if silver is part of this plan too? Imagine a future where trade settlements could be backed by a basket of commodities. Gold would certainly be in there, but what about silver? Given its dual role as both a monetary metal and an indispensable industrial metal, silver has a unique appeal. A currency system backed by real, tangible assets like gold and silver would be a direct challenge to the current fiat system. Think about the historical precedent. For most of history, the world operated on a bimetallic standard of both gold and silver. It worked. Could China be looking to resurrect a modern version of this? By controlling a significant portion of the world as physical silver and integrating it into its economy and financial system, China is building a powerful foundation. Here's where it becomes a money weapon. If the global financial system hits a crisis of confidence, say soaring debt causes people to lose faith in fiat currencies, where will they turn? They'll rush to tangible assets, to real money. Gold will be the first choice, but its market is relatively small. The silver market, while smaller now, has the potential to absorb a massive influx of capital. If that happens, the price of silver could skyrocket. And who would be the biggest beneficiary? The country that has spent years quietly accumulating it, integrating it into its industry, and encouraging its citizens to hold it. China's vast silver holdings would suddenly become an immense source of wealth and power. They could use this newfound financial muscle to further their own economic and geopolitical goals, effectively reshaping the global order. This isn't just a conspiracy theory, it's about observing the moves on the chessboard. You have industrial demand for silver at an all-time high, especially in the green tech that the whole world is shifting towards. You have a major global power actively encouraging its population to hoard this metal. And you have a clear geopolitical motive to challenge the existing financial system. When you put all these pieces together, the picture becomes very clear. So, is silver the next global money weapon? It's not about silver replacing the dollar overnight. It's about a slow, strategic shift. It's a silent power move. By cornering the market on a metal that is essential for the future and has a history as money, China is giving itself options. It's building a hedge against the current system and creating a powerful tool for the future. This is something we should all be paying attention to. The tides of economic power are shifting. And sometimes the most significant moves are the ones happening just below the surface. The story of silver might just be one of the most important economic stories of our time. It's a silent game of strategy, and China is playing to win. What do you think? Is China's silver strategy a masterstroke, or is it just an industrial necessity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that looks beyond the headlines. Thanks for watching.